I lifted 280 pounds last night, and I want to talk about it. Hey guys, this is Andy with Mindset Matters More, and yesterday I lifted a weight. I've lifted it before, but it has been over a year since I've been able to do it. So what the hell has happened this past year that I wasn't able to do it? Well, lots of stuff, but mainly I changed my training methodology. I had a coach earlier last year that had me on a different program that was higher reps, lower weight. And because I had switched my programs, I lost a lot of my strength and I lost my way. But let's get to that in a second. So because I had changed my training methodology, I was seeing the results that I wanted in terms of bodybuilding, but because I had to change that methodology, I basically lost a lot of my strength. And, if you guys meet me in person, you would know that I love being strong. To me, I think it is the coolest. I think for me, it is just something that empowers me. It makes me feel really grounded in my body when I do heavy lifting. But after I left that coach, I felt like, I really don't like training like that. I really don't like training with higher reps, lower weights. And I'm getting the results that they're asking that I had asked for, but sometimes, you got to do things, you ask for something and you're just like, I believe I know how to get there. And yet somebody tells you, no, it's this other route. And you find out, well, actually, I hate that. I don't want to do that in order to be able to get the results that I want. So I'm not going to do that. Now, does that mean that there is no other way to gain muscle? No. There's a million ways to skin a cat. But what I do know is that the way that I train now makes me happy. And that's the missing piece, right? Is that if you are doing something that is not making you happy, then I believe that path is not for you. And here's why is, sure, I can get to a point where my body is great for competing and getting there, but at what cost? What is it that I'm losing on the way to success? And I don't want it. If I have to lose who I am on the way to success just to sit on top of a podium for 1 second and be like, hooray, I win. And then be like, I'm just not happy how I got here. No, to me, that is not success. I just want to be happy for as much time as I possibly can. And that means that training how I want to train, while it might not yield the results that I want, it's going to keep me happy right now. And I can figure out what that means. So why am I lifting heavier now? Because that shit makes me happy. But I've also integrated some of the principles that the coach had taught me by doing high reps, low weight on other exercises where I need help. Okay. So I'm finding a balance. Yes, I got to learn a whole bunch and I got to integrate it. But because I really wanted to do this, deadlifting, I was like, I have to find my own way, my own flavor. And I highly encourage you, if you're on a program, if you are on a diet or an exercise plan or even a money plan or whatever plan it is that you're trying to do that's not making you happy, granted, there is some discomfort that needs to come with it. But if it is ultimately you're like, I fucking hate this, I fucking hate this, I fucking hate this, then it's time to seek out different advice. And maybe even incorporate some of the things that you're doing now that maybe you hate but aren't so bad into the new program. And I feel like that's one of the benefits of having a coach is, coaches will often tell you that, oh, this is the only way. And they become like evangelicals when it comes to a certain particular way. But like I said, there's just so many ways to do one thing. Yes, cardio. Oh my God, let me list off some cardio that you could do. Stair mill, running, climbing, bike. You could do the rower. You could do a Jacob's ladder. You could do sprints. You could do maybe like 100. Oh, the elliptical. You can do like about 100 different things for cardio. And they're all going to do the same thing, right? I mean, there's some variances between them, but they're exercising your heart. Ultimately, that is the goal, right? So there is many ways to do many things, and find what you like, find what sings to you, find what makes you happy. In that same vein, though, understand that, yeah, you know what? Lifting is fucking hard, but I love it. Lifting is challenging, but I love it. You can love things that are challenging. So it doesn't mean that you have to love things that are easy and basically, I don't want to say simple because simple doesn't imply easy. But yeah, you can love things that are easy and you can love things that are challenging. It doesn't matter what it is that you love, but find a thing that you love and hone in on that. Also, if you have a coach who is like, this is the only way, maybe rethink what your coach is. All right, guys, that's it for me. Love you guys. Bye.